communication with the courts. Very nice man, but he's not going to be your officer, but he'll go over everything.
Thank you,
But
sir.
if you're unable to, that could result in a revocation. We don't want that. We want you to be satisfied in comfort in doing this, but also you've got an obligation to pay these people back as soon as you can. All right. So, and at 150, you're talking about a year.
Sure.
Hello, Mr. Adams.
I'll come back. I'll just check with my client.
Your client needs legal assistance here.
Appreciate you.
25 CR 772 is now called the State of Texas versus Justin Jacquette. That's you. Present with Mr. Adams, your attorney and the state's attorney. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of the indictment and the arraignment here? Can we proceed in a summary?
Yes, sir.
In summary, Mr. Jacquette, this indictment handed up in June of this year by the grand jury states that on or about April 25th, 2025, in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the third-degree felony of theft of services. Do you understand what you are charged with?
Yes.
This, because the value of the service is $30,000 or more, but less than $150,000. This is a third-degree felony if convicted, which means you face a term of not more than 10 years or less than 2 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand what you are facing here?
Yes.
An agreement has been reached where you would be sentenced to 10 years in prison. That would then be suspended. You would be placed on regular probation for up to 10 years. Most importantly, we need the money paid back, the loss, which is $1,257.97. Is that your understanding of the plan?
Yes.
If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand?
Yes.
How do you plead to this third-degree felony of theft? Guilty or not guilty? I'm sorry.
He said guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily and because you are guilty? Oh, that one, I found something that worked. Pretty exciting, huh? I'm going to show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1 here. Did you sign that document voluntarily? Understand it? Discuss it with your attorney? Or the contents true and correct?
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence without objection?
No objection.
Admitted. Among other things, sir, the state you were mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. You've read it. You were guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You were giving up your rights to a jury trial and the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. Totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true, so help you God.
Yes.
State's Exhibit 1 made a part of the record for all purposes. Pre-sentence report is waived.
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty to this voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently, and upon discussions with your attorney?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to follow this agreement then and find that you are indeed mentally competent to do this. You are mentally competent to plead guilty. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty
Yes.
to this third-degree felony of theft of services.
Yes.
There's sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit 1 admitted here to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and I now find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of this indicted third-degree felony. I'm following this agreement. You are hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 10 years. That confinement is suspended, and you will be placed on regular probation for 10 years.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Now, there will be terms and conditions of probation which are normal and customary for this type of offense. There will be a theft prevention class that will be required of you and other conditions which help you be the best you can be.
Yes.
Most importantly, there is restitution owed to The complainant in this case, and U-Haul, who, is the company he is associated with, as named here. Restitution is owed in the amount of $1,257.90.
Yes.
Now, give me a plan. You're going to get out of jail here,
Yes.
and what are you going to do in your life? Fix this, right?
Yes.
Okay, how?
Can I set up a partial payment
Sure.
plan?
Yeah.
Because I'm a
Yes, sir.
disability.
Do you have a plan of getting employment and income? Have you worked something out?
I'm on disability. So
How are you going to pay this?
my disability, using my disability.
Are you able to do some kind of sedentary work? Well, not, not requiring a lot of heavy lifting.
You have to do.
Okay.
Yes.
Because it doesn't do any good if it takes them 10 years to get this money back. The quicker, because they've lost the money, they lost the use of it. So it's like interest. The cost is going up every day that they don't have their money.
Yes.
Okay. How much, do you have a plan of how much you want to reach monthly on repayments? Not how much you think you can pay when we release you and get you out there in the free world here shortly. Yes. Yes.
Disability.
That's good.
Yes, sir. What's that from?
Okay. Why don't we do 150?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we don't stretch it. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You'll be ordered to pay, no less than $150. If you're unable to do that, get with the probation office, your probation officer, who you will be meeting shortly.
Yes.
He's the head of the probation, office in regards to communication with the courts. Very nice man, but he's not going to be your officer, but he'll go over everything.
Thank you,
So if
sir.
you're unable to, that could result in a revocation. We don't want that. We want you to be satisfied in comfort in doing this, but also you've got an obligation to pay these people back as soon as you can.
Yes, sir.
All right, so, and at 150, you're talking about a year,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and then that takes care of it. But anything else?
Nothing, Judge.
All right, please see the probation officer. Thank you. Good luck.
On